Hi guys, good morning. We have less than a month for our exams, the final exams of final year, and we had to go to college literally till last week, and there were a lot of errands like getting the record sign and other stuff that needed to be completed. But now, hopefully, all of it is done, and it was only day before yesterday that I realized that there's a lot to be studied, and I had underestimated it. So I'll begin with surgery. So I did complete some important topics of surgery over the past 2 days, and I still have a major chunk of abdomen and a few other topics here and there remaining. So my targets for today is to complete all the remaining topics of surgery. There are a lot, but I hope to get it done today. So I set up the timer to track my time and then started studying. While studying, I always keep a rough note handy, and whenever I study, I just jot down the points roughly. I do not make notes or anything like that, especially at the last moment, because all these days we have been reading from the textbook, and I believe visual memory has an important role in recollecting the points. So I just note down some points in a rough note so that studying doesn't just become a passive process. Also, I'm focusing mainly on the previous year questions because studying everything from these vast textbooks and remembering them is not feasible, especially in such a short span of time. And even if I read every concept, every line of the textbook, it is not possible to revise everything before the exam. And revision is extremely important and extremely essential. After completing each topic, I just stick it in the index because it gives a feeling of accomplishment and it acts as a positive reinforcement. Now it was time for a short break. It's already 1 o'clock and I could complete only 2 units of surgery. I had planned for one more short unit of venous diseases, which I couldn't complete. I'm feeling hungry already, and I have some cleaning work to be done. I have to clean my study space, and then I'll have my lunch, take a short break, and then resume. Usually in the mornings between 10 to 1, my speed is a little slow. I don't know for what reason. Then after lunch, like maybe after 3 or 4, I start to pace up. Maybe because I have a lot of targets and the day seems to go on faster in the evening. So my pace also starts to increase. So, anyways, I'm gonna do the pending work and then resume later. So after the lunch, I was not feeling so sleepy immediately. So I did complete the venous disorders chapter. It was a small chapter, but then the postprandial slump started to hit me real hard. So I did take a nap and then now had a hot cup of tea. It's time for a short break because studying is getting too monotonous, and it's important to not burn out. Because after when you identify your symptoms before burnout and take a break, that is much better than recovering from a burnout. So I'm going to take a break and then resume my studies later on. So, I recently came across a study which said that having a sedentary lifestyle sitting for prolonged periods in a particular place, it is even more hazardous than smoking or drinking alcohol. I know it may sound a little shocking, but it is true. It was actually basically evidence-based study. So from the past 1 week, I have been very inactive as well. I suddenly recollected the study right now, and I thought that I should do a workout today because it scares me the effects, the long-term effects, and even the increasing incidence of cardiovascular disease among the young. So nothing is uncertain, I know, and doing an exercise won't guarantee me anything, but it is better to have a healthy lifestyle, better to not stay sedentary. So I'm gonna do some workout today. So it is 6 o'clock right now, and I had many targets planned, and so according to the targets, I should have completed at least 6 chapters by now, but I am done with only 3 to 4 chapters, and I have no regrets because even physical health matters a lot. And if I'm not healthy, what will I do by completing all those chapters if in the long run it adversely affects my health? So that is my plans as of now. I'm going to do my workout and then probably resume the studies. quick update. I had my dinner and then I had plans of completing at least 4 to 5 more units today because I had selected small units and I thought it would be easily completed. It is 8:35 right now and it's been more than an hour and I've been transferring files from my phone because that is because the storage was so full that I was getting notifications every now and then that storage is full and it is a little bit annoying. Like each video takes up so much of space and then now yeah, so I had to continue to vlog, so I had to clear it out. Anyways, now it's done, and so let me just quickly shut down this laptop and then I can get back to studies. Yeah. Honestly, each video takes up so much space, not only the clips but also the exported video, and it also takes a lot of efforts to edit. But I do this only because I enjoy the process, and yeah, it makes me feel happy. Date of the timer. I'm awake from more than 12 hours. I woke up at nearly 7:30 in the morning. Now it's almost 8:45 and I have been able to do only 5 hours of study. It seems like a lot of time when especially when we are at home that we are studying from morning, but this is just the effective hours that I have studied since morning. I set up this timer purposely because I wanted to keep a track of time because they say out of sight, out of mind. So when this timer is in my sight, so I can get a track of how much time I've been able to devote, and probably that will push me to study more because final exams are soon approaching and there's a lot to be studied clearly. Also, I've been this person who always keeps on switching between the subjects and topics, and especially before one day right before the exams I find it difficult to actually study that same subject the whole day. Like I get to feel a little bit monotonous and like to keep switching subjects and topics. But now I have taken a small challenge where from 3 days I'm reading surgery and I plan to complete it today. Like not complete it, at least wind it up today, and whatever topics are remaining I'll continue over the next few days. So after switching the topic, but I consciously took this decision of reading surgery for the whole 3 days because I had to get used to studying a single subject because that is very important, especially before an exam, so that it'll be the process will become a little bit easier in the future. This was essential because developing the habit of studying a subject, it can instill a little bit of discipline, and it will be very helpful before the exams because right before the exam I used to find it difficult to study a single subject. So hopefully that process will become a little bit easier over the next month. And yeah, also taking these small challenges help us expand our comfort zone, and once we complete this challenge it gives us a feeling of accomplishment, and that is like great. I have also been practicing some active recall of late. It is just a simple study technique where you devote some time of your learning to actually retrieve the answers from your brain that you have actually studied, or you have studied that a while ago. This helps in strengthening the long term memory. By this time, I was totally exhausted and it was time to wind it up for the day. So in the morning, I had set the target of completing many topics of surgery, but I couldn't complete all of them. It's 11 o'clock right now, and after many breaks and after running many errands, I could complete major portion of what I had set for today. I left out the esophagus part and stomach and intestines part. That was also a major chunk, but I couldn't complete that. So yeah, it's I think it's time to call it a day. I won't be able to effectively study any more chapters. I think so. So right now I'm gonna write my final exam timetable and keep it aside so that it can act as a visual cue. So I studied for almost 6.5 hours today, and I guess it's not bad considering the fact that I'm slowly getting into momentum. And yeah, it was a long day, and now I'm just gonna write the final exams timetable in this cardboard and keep it with me, like in my study table, so that I can. I don't need to constantly refer to my phone for the dates and the all those small details. So it is a better idea, I guess. I wrote the timetable and the very next day exams got postponed, so I had to write it again. So I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, don't forget to share it with someone who might find it useful as well. Until next time, take care.